What brought me to the Union Gospel Mission was I lost my job. I lost my apartment. I got caught up on methamphetamines, and the exhaustion and depression, not being able to function in life.
I've been in and out of the mission for over a decade. Never had the will or the want to do it. You know, I was just in and out trying to have somewhere to stay, get out of the cold, you know, eat something. And then in jail, I found God, got out. I knew I needed to do something. I knew I was saved, you know, I had a Savior, but I didn't know with all the baggage that I had what to do with it. You know, I was still angry, I was abused, I hated myself.
I grew up in a very abusive home, which led to years of addiction to cover up the pain. There was a lot of darkness in my life. I feel like I was just living life, waiting to die. Every day I wanted to wake up, or I didn't want to wake up, and I was just hoping to die.
What brought me here to UGM was I was addicted to meth. I was into drug use, and I got in trouble. I went to jail. I had been using drugs for off and on 10 years. And I just didn't know what else to do. My life was spiraling out of control with all my 3 kids moving out, and I was just lost with a broken marriage, home. I lost everything.
Coming to UGM was because of my addiction and it taking over my life. But since I've been here, I have been wrapped around, embraced, and loved, and showed unconditional love.
The reason I came to UGM was because I was broken, and I was homeless, and I was addicted, and I was in search of something more. And I had heard about UGM through my caseworker because by this point my kids were in CPS custody, and I was trying everything I could. I went to treatment, I did outpatient. Things weren't working and they weren't clicking, and I wasn't a believer yet.
Having grown up in domestic violence situation, in a domestic violence household, I never really experienced what unconditional love was. When I came into the UGM, for the first time, I got to see a glimpse of what God's unconditional love was like. That gave me the hope just to go on with my life. Today, I work at a domestic violence organization, and I get to give other women that hope today.
Coming here to UGM has taught me so much more than just fixing things, putting a Band-Aid over it. They start you from the very root of the issue and work through every step. And I'm still working on it, but I've gotten so much better.
Before I ran for my son, I didn't want anything to do with him, you know. He reminded me of my father and of my past, and, you know, I didn't want to go there at all. And in turn, I pretty much turned into my father when I did that, you know. And now that I have my head on somewhat straight, I like seeing him, you know. We went to the park this weekend and had the dog, and we had a great time, you know, and I see all the similarities between us, and, you know, I can show him that love that I never got from my father, you know, and I can show him Jesus. I can show him what a family's supposed to be like, you know. I can try to give him the life that I didn't have, you know.
Life today is amazing. I am sober, I'm happy, truly happy. I have a bond with sisters here that I would have never gotten. Relationships that were broken because of my addiction are now mended. I'm a functioning member of society, and today, for the first time, if I have to encounter a police officer, I'm not afraid.
I know that God has a hand in this place called the UGM, because if it wasn't for Him, it wouldn't be as successful as what it is today. I am a recovering alcoholic. I am no longer addicted to drugs. I have been able to face some of the fears and understand some of the traumas that I've had to go through in my life. I've got a wonderful job, I've developed some good relationships, and I'm excited about where my life's going.
Today I can go through things and know that I'm not alone. Today I'm happy, and I get to be a mom, and I get to be a contributing member of society. I'm driven, and I'm motivated, and I want to share the gospel. I walk around like a light is just shining out of me because that's exactly how I feel, and even on the bad days. And so, life today is amazing, and I'm excited for tomorrow, and that's something I can never ask for. It's priceless.